Blessings, 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 my sports to the bone people. Back at it again with another video. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope you're all having a fantastic Wednesday. Yes, my people. So later on today, West Indies and New Zealand will bring the T20 series to a close. Well, New Zealand, they cannot lose the series. West Indies, we can draw the series. New Zealand, they are leading 2-1. So if we win this one, the series will end 2-2, knowing that the fourth one washed out. So we're going to talk a little bit about my playing 11 and batting order. Going to also talk a couple keys to victory. So just give a listening ear until the end, and you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. All right, so West Indies versus New Zealand. Very interesting final game here, my people. We're looking to see if we can win this game and end the T20 series on a high. Right, so I am going in with Alec Arthanes and Amir Django to open. Obviously, the fourth game, we got a chance to bat. Well, I think it was about 6 point something overs or 7 overs that we batted. Wasn't a fast power play. Django, he took a long time to, took a little while to get going. Arthanes was there. I personally believe that, the pressure based on the amount of dot balls that Django was soaking up, Arthanes felt as if he really and truly had to go a little bit harder and things. So, but I'm still going with those two. So Django and Alec Arthanes will open. Number 3, we're hoping that Captain Shea can give us a good knock today, right? The most consistent player we have in our team. Hopefully he will be able to give us a good one. So he comes in at number 3. Number 4, we're going to go with Akeem Ogie still. Hasn't really put together a big score just yet, but he has shown a lot of potential. He has talent. I would even say that he has the skills. We just want him to be consistent. Want to know that once he gets into the 20s and or 30s, he knows how to pick his shots, especially out of the power play when they are able to spread the field a bit more. So we're going to go with him at number 4. Number 5, we go Rahman Powell. Rahman Powell has been very consistent for us over the last year and a half. So we hope that he can give us some runs later on today. Number 6, we go the former captain Jason Holler. Jason Holler in this team here, has 2 roles. Will help us with the bowling, and we also expect him to bring some power hitting in the middle to lower order. Hasn't really fired this series with the ball, with the bat. But hopefully we'll get something from him today. So he comes in at number 6. At number 7, we go Romario Shepherd. We know the power that he packs, will do some work for us with bat and ball. So he's in this team. I think I have said it a few times that, I wasn't really happy with those two in the same team, but they have really and truly shown that it's not about them just giving half and half with ball or bat. They have shown that they can contribute either as a bowler or as lower order batsmen. So the Shepherd goes in. Matthew Ford would be next, or you can have Matthew Ford before Shepherd, right? But so we have Hola 6, Shepherd 7, we have Matthew Ford 8. At number 9, we have Shamar Springer. Shamar Springer has shown that he has the ability to hit a long ball, and he's also developing himself into a good specialist, when it comes on to bowling in the death. We heard Captain Shea Hope talking about that. So he would come in at after who that? After Ford, right? So Hola 6, Shepherd 7, Ford 8, Springer would be 9, Akil Hussein would be 10. Hasn't really fired that much with ball, especially, but he will come in. He will bat at number 10. And then number 11, we go Jaden Seals, right? So those are my players that I'm using in this final game. And like I always like to say, this is just me being a regular fan, looking at the squad and saying this is how I would do it. I have no control over who plays. I have no control over if you're a favorite player or not. This is just me being a regular fan, looking at it and saying this is how we should go. Now, as it relates to trying to save this series, we need to go out there and we need clean cricket all around. Batting, bowling, fielding, everything, right? The tactical decisions, everything needs to be on point. New Zealand will definitely want to push to win this series 3-1 because, you know, they don't want to know that they lost their, I think they lost the previous series that they played against England. They don't want to know that they draw this one or anything. So, you know, they're going to go hard to try and win. So we definitely need to see if we can get one over on them. So that means dominating the power play. The fourth game didn't play in its entirety, but New Zealand bowled extremely well in the power play. I'm not going to say they weren't balls that Django and Arthanes couldn't have put away, but New Zealand, they bowled well. Good line, good length, forced the batsmen to play, and, you know, they bowled well. I've always said that it's not like we're playing against boys. It's international players playing against international players. So you have to give credit when the opponents, you know, when they are doing well. So we need to make sure that we control the power play batting wise when we're batting. Try not to lose too many wickets. It's T20, the batting lineup is long, this, that. We have a lot of power hitters in the lower end there, but not all the time it's going to come off. So we can't lose three, four wickets in the power play. Generally speaking, once that happens, it's basically night, bye-bye when it comes in a T20 game, right? So we need the two openers to control the power play, and then, you know, hopefully our captain can come in and get a good start and bat deep. Whenever he's there and he bats deep and the others can bat around him, we generally put together a good score, right? Because he's there scoring from one end, and then we'll have the other guys, you know, pouring and doing what they can. Bowling wise, we have to keep it tight. We have to try and get the early breakthrough. Not saying that if we get them 35 for one or so in the power play, we can't take that or 40 for one or two. But we need to strike early. We need to strike early. The thing is that when they come out of the power play with a lot of wickets in hand, into the middle overs with wickets still in hand, they can launch in the back end, right? The good thing is that the last few games, our bowlers, you know, they really saved us in the back end. They weren't too good up front, but they kept it tight in the lower part of the innings. And as a result of that, you know, it didn't look too bad on us. But we have to try and strike early. You know, we want to keep it disciplined. We don't want it to be a case where we give away 10, 15 extras. And when you look at New Zealand column, they have only 5 or 4 extras that they give away. We have to keep it tight. I understand that when you're working towards certain plans, you might end up bowling a one wide here, a one short ball there. You know, you're striving for pace, you might end up bowling a no ball, but we have to try and keep that out. We cannot have our spinners bowling no ball. Also, we have to make sure that we are not experimenting, right, with bowlers that probably aren't fit for the T20 like that. So yeah, we definitely need to go out there and play hard and try to come home with this one. There are a few more things to talk about. Hopefully we can touch base again before the game later on. Bless up.